So just so you guys know, this is like a live recording of the Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions concert. So if you guys didn't see it or weren't there, you'll get to hear it. I don't actually really remember what was going on at the concert all that much. And I remember the music being amazing. I know wanted music. Beautiful dragon. I love Rayquaza. Once this album runs out, if we're still drawing, I'll just grab something else, you know, random remixes on YouTube probably. I don't know what kind of like regular people music to put on, so I keep doing like theme music. So as always, how are you guys doing tonight? Having a good day. We always do art. Always. All the time. No matter what. Do you? I've seen the Mega Rayquaza plush. I kind of want it. I think I might actually do this one shiny. I haven't decided yet. Green's such a good color, though. I might do this Rayquaza regular, and then maybe we'll do another art of Mega Rayquaza, and I'll make that one shiny. You should totally make Bird People, and I saw your message on Tumblr about that. Totally do it. Oh, that's actually really cool. Good album. You know, I heard Homestuck was supposed to be really good, and I could not get into it. I tried reading it one time, and I got lost, so I was like, well... Hey, fluffy, swole penguin people. They could be like Yeti penguins. When you say swole penguin, either like... I don't know what a penguin beak looks like, so there you go. Like... Penguin has. There's his little feet. Swole arms. Flippers. Swole penguin. There, that's what your bird people should look like. Beautiful. 100%. Can't you see them just hanging out with Jahordi? You know, Jahordi friends would just be like goofy dragon friends. This is how you draw when you draw shitty. This is what it looks like. This is what happens when good artists draw shitty. The Jahordi hanging out with Swole Dragon Friend. Or Swole Penguin Friend. Beautiful. Gorgeous. So yeah, there you go. You're welcome for the millions of dollars you're gonna make off of your fictional universe. I'm gonna upload just that. Tumblr. There you go, guys. This is the least fun portion of art, by the way, is the cleaning up of everything. Actually, maybe he could be like an emperor penguin. He's got those little wispies on his head, too. That's what they look like, right? They're more like... Yeah, they're more like that. Almost more entertaining than the actual drawing. He's like Dr. Eggman. In fact, Dr. Eggman's like a penguin in that case. I'm gonna make a Jadoa that looks like that now, you realize. I have to. I'm obligated to. Practically obligated. In fact, that might be my daily draw for tomorrow. I'm gonna make, like, if I ever end up writing stories with my Jadoa, I'm gonna, like, make, like, a blacksmith character. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a gardener character that looks like that. He's just a gardener that's inexplicably, ridiculously swole, and looks like a penguin. And nobody questions it. It'll be an integral part to the part of the story. I don't know how, but it's gonna happen. Cowboy shark riding a motorcycle seems interesting also. Is that a reference to something? Or do you want me to doodle that? That should be another one of your things. Nugget, you should do that. No, you drew that? No, I've never seen that. That sounds amazing. I was about to say, if nobody drew that for you, congratulations. I'm about to do it right now. I don't feel like drawing a motorcycle right now. Cowboy hat look like? Now that I'm about to do it, I don't know what a cowboy hat looks like. It looks like that, right? Or like a boat hat. Oh well. Dippers. Motorcycle. Yeah, that's totally what a motorcycle looks like, right? Yeah, that's not what a motorcycle looks like at all. I don't know what a motorcycle looks like off the top of my head. I'd have to, like, actually look up a record. Yeah. Totally not a cowboy hat, though. No, I don't want to open my pictures. Computer. Bad computer. Oh. Yeah, I was way off in my estimation of what the cowboy hat brim looks like. Hang on, Mr. Shark, I'll fix you. That is hilarious. I love it. Oh, Nugget, that's great. Yours is so much better than mine. There we go. That looks more like a cowboy hat. There. Now you have two. Now you have two cowboy sharks riding motorcycles, even though my motorcycle's really shitty. Do I win all the art now? Am I now the champion of all art? Move our swole friends to a different document. I don't lose them. Beautiful. No, your cowboy shark's way better than mine. You stop erasing, please. My computer just freaked out right there. I took the very simple approach of quick doodle over top of a Rayquaza. Yeah, some fan merchandise is really expensive. Oh geez, my ears just got really confused. Microphones switched on their recording. This music's so good, but the recording quality is like real shit. Starting to make my head hurt a little bit, to be honest. I'm kind of hoping it's at least good for the Versus Red track, because that was probably the most hype thing. And if it sounds shitty, I'm gonna go look it up for you on the live recording of the one I went to, and make you listen to it, and then we're gonna listen to something else. In fact, I might... Hang on. Had enough of that. Ear switching was too much. Okay, the quality of this one's a little shittier. Like, actual quality-wise. But this is the theme from Symphonic Evolutions for the Dragon's Den theme. Let me know if I need to turn it up a little bit for you. Although you probably won't need that because it's probably super fucking loud. Wyvern, if that's your indication of worst adult ever, that's me. I have way too much merchandise of things I probably don't need. I spent $375 on an entire collection of Quagsire things, so yeah, I'm a pretty good indication of shitty adult spending. Oh, so worth. Does it? Gold, Silver, Crystal. That was Dragon's Den, which is thing you do after Claire, and then this is Red's theme. You'll hear it in a second. That was so hype when you saw it in concert. That was like the hypest thing. When you hear this. Those are like the best games, jeez. Finish them, my friend. Oh. Yeah. The whole having money thing. You should, that game was really cool. So yeah, that was I wanted to be quiet for that because that was cool. When I went to see that in concert, when I went to see Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions, they had like a big screen up that they were playing like footage from the games while they were playing the music, and so like you would see like when they did like the burn tower, they'd show them walking through the tower, or when they did Pallet Town, they'd have the character getting their first Pokemon and all that stuff, and when they switched to when they did Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and they did Dragon's Den, and everybody was kind of hyped for Dragon's Den, and then when the music like slowed down and kind of like worked up towards Red's theme, everybody like they showed you the title of the song so you would know which one it was from, and just 3 dots come up on the screen, and everybody just starts freaking out because everybody knows, that's Red. That's Red right there. Everybody knew. I also just realized there's still cowboy hats in the background over here. It was super hype. You saw those 3 dots and you knew it was coming next. When they did the gym leaders theme in for X and Y, that was really cool too. That they used like an actual synth along with the band, which was pretty neat. Like they had like a beat going, which that was really cool. The recording, however, from that video I just played is really shit. Wherever that recording is from, I don't know if that was the Philadelphia show or what. They were not synced up at all, and it sounded awful. I went to the one in Philly, so that couldn't have been the same one unless it was from like a different day. But I imagine it's very hard to keep an entire band on beat with a synth, though, so. I'm amazed they could play with the synth so, like, completely wrong. Because they were way off. It wasn't even off by just a little bit. They were, like, completely opposite of the beat, that it was not good. When I saw it in person, it was great. I feel about my lines again. Oh, so I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys last night. I probably did. But I decided what I want to do about the Emerald mishap was I just made a whole new file. I just threw the Emerald ROM back through the randomizer, saved it, didn't look at the log or anything. I just right through, done. So when we do that tonight, we'll take a look at it again. And we'll just start over, and we'll just hope that Roxanne doesn't, you know, fuck with us again. So unfortunately, no more Sophie, no more Leg, no more Darkwing Golduck, no more Epod. You didn't like 6th Gen? I loved 6th Gen. I don't know, I kind of felt like we were early enough on, it wasn't going to hurt too much to just start over. We lost, technically, as bullshit as it was. I really liked 6th Gen. The story was, I guess, kind of... No, I have to agree, that story-wise it was pretty... It was badly paced, and I think they tried to be edgier, but... I like the Pokemon from 6th Gen. Of course, as I say that, I don't think I actually put a single 6th Gen Pokemon on this list, so... Did I? First, 5th, 7th, 4th, 7th, 1st, 2nd, 6th, no, that's 7th, Jesus. 7th, 5th, oh, Zygarde, oh no, because I switched to Rayquaza, so kinda Zygarde. There you go, 6th Gen, Pumpkaboo. 6th Gen, maybe 6th Gen, 7th Gen, I had a couple. Oh, 7th Gen was way better. I've liked 7th Gen is really good so far. So far, I don't know why I said so far, I already finished it. 7th Gen is really good. In 7th Gen, they did a good job. Could have given us more PC space, but overall, pretty good. Excellent Pokemon designs. I like that they kind of went back to the more, like, simple look for the Pokemon. Like, I like the more complicated designs also. I picked a lot of really complicated design Pokemon for this list here, but, like, hot damn. Some of these designs are just so adorable. They, like, really feel like Pokemon. In a way that some of the other ones didn't so much. Those flying go-to. My thing about the 3rd gen story, and maybe it's a bit of a nitpick, and I'm probably gonna make this joke when we get to the story in Emerald, but like, what the fuck was Team Aqua doing? Like, Maxie's like, I want more land so that we can spread out more and share the earth with Pokemon. And Archie's like, let's drown everything. He's basically like, fuck you, anything that's not a water-type Pokemon. He just... flood it. But, no, flood it. Just do it. He's gonna wrestle it. Yeah, but if they, like... I mean, obviously they're the evil teams, and I don't agree with any of them, but, like, he wants more water for Pokemon, but, like, only water-type Pokemon can live underwater, so if he floods the entire planet, goodbye literally every other type of Pokemon. Out, have fun. I like them both. I mean, even in Oris, they had lots of personality. I'm not saying, like, I didn't like the character, it's just his motivation was really, like, hysterically off. Like, he clearly didn't think about what he was doing. He was just like, more water for the water-type Pokemon, and it's like, if you flood the earth, then literally nothing else but the water-type Pokemon can live. Is that what you really wanted? Like, at least if you dried up all the oceans, stuff could still live on the land. It would suck, but at least, you know, other things could live. Which is funny because I played Sapphire and I played Alpha Sapphire and I always liked Aqua more, just they were flawed. Oh, we're actually way closer to being done with that than I thought we would be. Oh god. Oh god, Rayquaza, where are you going? Oh, I see what that line was. Oh jeez. Did you guys do the Delta episode in Horus? I did it, I just don't remember it that well. Did you guys see the Pokemon Generations? With Rayquaza and Deoxys? That was so cool. I actually really like Deoxys. That's awesome. I love how creepy they made Deoxys. Generations was so good and I wished it was longer. I would've watched the fuck out of that. I love his creepy tentacle arms. That actually almost made me want to put Deoxys on this list. The only reason I didn't was because I didn't have anywhere to put him. Computer, what are you doing? And, like, flipped out there. No, I did finish it. I just didn't finish it correctly, I guess I should say. I wasn't, like, upset, like... I don't know, I stopped caring about halfway through, and I was like, I don't even want to play this game anymore, so I just grabbed my competitive team from X and Y and just kinda blew through the rest of it. I beat the whole Elite Four with my competitive team, because I just kinda, I gave up. It wasn't that I didn't like it, it just... I don't know, maybe it was because I was still kind of enjoying X and Y a little bit. I was still messing around with breeding and stuff in that I didn't really care too much. I didn't hate it. It was okay. It just wasn't really my cup of tea, I guess. I can't even really tell you what it was about it I didn't like. I didn't feel like finishing it properly. It was like... Yeah, I think I said this to you the other night when I was talking about it too, is that like as we're going through Nuzlockes and stuff on Twitch, I think I might restart that and do it again from the beginning. Just go through Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you know, on my own, like do it again. Because I clearly was not focused on that game. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I had been focused on the game a little more. But I was starting to get into the competitive Wi-Fi stuff a little bit, in X and Y a little bit, like the 6th gen competitive. I was starting to get into that a little bit, so I was more focused on breeding. The other thing too is that like 3rd gen is never, like, I know you like 3rd gen, so I'm trying, like, I don't want to bash it, and I'm not saying I hate it, it's just 3rd gen's never been my favorite, and like all like the route, like the Pokemon you get early on, I never really cared for. You know, like when you first start out the game, you have like, what is it, like Zigzagoon, Poochyena, and like what's the bird? Swallow? Halo? Like, meh. And then you go to the next route and you get like Electrike and not the direct next route, but like throughout the game you get like Electrike and Volbeat and I don't Wurmple, you know, I guess they were never really, 3rd gen was never really big on it. Like early on in the game, I never really got anything I really liked more than anything else. Whereas, like, for example, a game like the 5th gen games, I pretty much liked everything I ran into. And there were certain Pokemon I just hated, and there were certain ones that I really, really liked, and there were none that were really in the middle. Like, for me personally, 3rd gen was a very middle-of-the-road generation. I kind of liked some of them, I kind of didn't like some of them, but I never really loved any of them. So I never really felt a connection to anything. But again, that's my that's my personal opinion, and obviously you like those games, and you're allowed to like them. I'm not going to tell you you're like the worst person ever for liking them, because clearly they just weren't my cup of tea. What I think is always interesting is people find like things they like about certain ones. You know what, I think that might have actually been it. It was a hard grinding spot, because I didn't like that, I didn't like that when we went through, Silver. Not Silver, Crystal. I remember when we did Crystal on the channel, and it was like, we hit that one spot where you had to, like, grind to get past it, and especially on Mountain Moon when you had to grind to beat Silver, or, Red, rather. Like, at that point it was like, this is too much, it's too hard. You know, there's no fun in just beating up Pokemon in the grass forever. But, alright. Flip you around, take a look at you. Yeah, okay, you look pretty good. You're cool little circly guys. Huh? That's me, the worst. The very worst. Like no one ever was. To trigger them. My real test. Oh, I should have used trigger for the next line. Damn it. Oh well. Always on your stupid lines. I think I spent more time on this drawing of my quote-unquote favorite dragon-type Pokemon screaming at it, telling it it's stupid. Rayquaza with his stupid hands and his stupid stripes. Definitely favorite Dragon-type Pokemon, as I call it stupid through the entire thing. Don't worry, Rayquaza, I actually love you. And as chat has pointed out, I am actually the worst. So, considering the starters we had last time, in our first ROM, what do you think our starters are gonna be in the new ROM? Do you think Arceus will smile upon us and give us something awesome, like Rayquaza? Or could I put two Pokemon in the same sentence? They really have no business being in the same sentence, but like Rayquaza and Quagsire? Or do you think we're gonna get like absolute shit like Magikarp and like Pidgey? Not that Pidgey's a shitty Pokemon, just that getting a Pidgey in comparison to a legendary would suck as a starter. Like, do you think that Arceus will smile upon us, or is he going to fuck us over again? Gyarados wouldn't be bad, actually. Although I would be hype as goddamn fuck if we got a Quagsire. Okay, I would probably just have to leave. Like, Quagsire or Wooper, just nope, done. Goodbye. Peace. Set it up so you guys can play for yourself, and you guys can just have, like, you know, Artsyaxolotl's chat members play Pokemon Emerald because she died. People come into the chat and be like, oh, what are we doing? Like, why are we doing a Twitch Plays Pokemon on this channel? This isn't Twitch Plays Pokemon. And you're gonna be like, yeah, Axie died. He had a heart attack. Mines. P.S. This is how I usually do line art. Just 2 quick strokes, and if it doesn't work, I just erase it. And that's why it takes me forever to do anything. Which is why I've been trying to do scribbly line art lately, because it takes me much less time. I stop worrying about whether or not the line is perfect. Except I have to worry about whether it's perfect here. And also, okay, you will be right back. A secret technique called, I don't feel like drawing a circle, so we're not going to. The I don't feel like drawing a circle line art technique. Beautiful circle. You're welcome. Then for the inside. Boop. Always alternate your layers. Got really focused there, sorry. Racing out circles is actually quite tedious. Did it again where I tried to, oh, I guess I have to do that on my own. I did not use enough layers. Fun fact, you can never have too many layers in Photoshop. Except that you can. Especially when the program crashes. Photoshop did not like when I worked on the mini or art. Photoshop was not pleased with me that day. What's gonna be a Magikarp? My starter? Yeah, no, if Magikarp comes up as an option, I have to pick it regardless. There could be a Groudon and a Quagsire, and I have to pick Magikarp. Just how funny would that be? That should be a channel rule from now on. That if there's a Magikarp, you have to catch it. Always. Oh, actually, speaking of that, when I made the new ROM, I checked out the, I looked at, I made, I kept the change logs for the randomizer so that if I ever needed to look up something, I would have it. I looked at the changelog for our last save, the one where Roxanne had, like, stupid double-teaming Pokemon, because I wanted to see if the other gym leaders were going to have similarly bullshit Pokemon. And the encounter we would have gotten for Rayquaza would have been a Magikarp. Which, speaking of Magikarp at this moment, that would have been pretty ironic. Considering that we're talking about it. Oh no! I'm sorry. Gotta fix the lag. You know what I want to play again that we never technically finished? I want to play SCP again. Little circles all the way down his tail. Okay. I think we got the bad ending, didn't we? Where we, like, died at the end. The one where you get, like, shot down or exploded in that tower. I want them to make another SCP-type game. There's a channel on YouTube called East Side Show that I listen to pretty much constantly. He's really, really awesome. If you like... Sorry. Move about the lag. If you guys like SCP, you should check him out. He reads the documentation, but he has, like, a really deep, like, military-type voice. So he sounds like he's giving you, like, a debriefing on each SCP, and he's read through quite a few of them. So I just put on playlists and just listen to him talk for, like, hours. East Side Show is the name of his YouTube channel. You guys should check him out. He's pretty great. SCPs, read some really disturbing ones. It's amazing the things that the SCP people... It's amazing that the people who write the SCPs come up with some pretty disturbing stuff. Like, I would love for somebody, anybody, to create another, like, SCP-related game. You guys should have control over the video quality now, so the lag shouldn't be on my end anymore. This computer's wired directly into my router, so you should have there shouldn't be any on my end. So I'm gonna guess it's you, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do about it from my end, I don't think. Yeah, reading the SCP website's great, but, like, I don't have a lot of time to just sit and read. Usually I'm working on art, or I'm researching for a project or something, or I'm looking through... Honestly, like, a lot of my free time isn't even spent, like, you know, scrolling around on Tumblr looking at cats. Like, a lot of it is, it is a lot of, like, looking at Tumblr for reference photos, or looking on Google for reference photos, and so I don't have a lot of time for just reading. So when I found Eastside Show's YouTube channel, and he actually reads the SCP website document, like, he will just pull up a page from the SCP website and just read it top to bottom. So I can basically listen. It's like an audiobook of the SCP website, and it's really cool to hear it. There's our beautiful dragon friend. I kind of like the one where he's like a little more blue-green like this, so I'm gonna go with this one for the colors. It's nice to just grab a YouTube video and just listen. Grab blue for now. Base color. Those together. But I would love for somebody to make, like, another SCP game with, like, more SCPs, like, from the website. That would be so cool. You know what would be a cool SCP game is if, it would probably take 8 million years, and they will probably never do it, but it would be cool if somebody made a game, you know, where you were like an SCP containment, I don't know what they call the agents, but, like, it would be cool if they did one where, like, you had to, like, go to different sites and, like, you had to, like, go to different containment breach sites and, like, collect SCPs and, like, deal with the different SCPs. Like, one time, you know, maybe you go through, like, one of the missions is containing the main one from the original SCP game. You know, that would be cool. And yes, that's exactly what I do. I spend all my time looking at cat pictures. I don't know why you would think anything else. Little more green. I have just a base color to look at. Green dragon, baby. I don't know. I want to play more SCP. People who write those SCPs make some pretty creepy stuff, though. I listened to one yesterday about a, I listened to one yesterday that was about a guy they called like Uncle Johnny or something like that. And but the Uncle Johnny was like an SCP, and so whenever he was around like humans, um, he like the humans would treat him like he was part of their family, and there were like different rituals, like if he attended like a baptism, um, it was like if he attended like a baptism for the family that he was like integrated into, dipping like you know basically baptizing the baby would cause its skin to fall off, but the baby didn't seem to notice, and then the skin would just grow back and everything would be fine. Or like if he attended like a wedding, suddenly he would be the preacher, and the bride and groom would have to like eat each other's teeth. And there was like if you were like part of the family that attended the wedding where the SCP named Uncle Johnny was at, like you like divorced within a certain number of years or you couldn't have children. It was like really super creepy though. And the reading went into really graphic detail about it. I was like, holy shit. Who comes up with this? Like, who decided I want to write this? This needs to be written. That was weird. That one was weird. Black. Oh yeah. I like the the one that was like a gelatinous blob that could like puddle or something. I don't know, that one amused me. I chuckled through the whole thing. Pretty bright. Didn't like that deep green, but my colors don't usually like when you fill in like that. I remember that one. That one cracked me up. That one was hysterical. Yeah, the one with the potato sacks. I like that one because of the commentary from the personnel they sent in. Like, the whole thing was just them being like, there's so many fucking potatoes. I never want to see another fucking potato again. Like, they were just so angry about the number of potatoes. Yeah, I think when I do, this is a side note. Side note, when I, do Mega Rayquaza, we'll make that one shiny, because I love the shiny form of these guys. Yeah, at first it was like, who knows what's gonna be in the potato universe, this is very scary, you know, they're all gonna die in the and then it was like, Potato Castle, wasn't it? Like, there was like a wall of potato. And, like, the ground was potato, and... The other one I liked was, and this was more of a personal reason why I liked it, was, I liked the one where there was the Rush album that made people want to become, like, a Rush, tribute band, and the only reason I liked that one so much was because my dad's a big Rush fan, and it made me think of him, and it cracked me up. Oh, that's right. I don't remember it too. I listened to that one a while ago, but yeah, everything was potato. They were all... Because I remember they dug through the potato tunnel for a while, and then I think eventually they broke out into, like, not potato tunnel, right? That one was really fun to listen to, because the guy did, like, the voices, like, the guy was, like, reading the lines of the different people. That's actually one where I wish East Side Show would get, like, other voice actors to, like, do different voices, because there was one I listened to about, like, a giant... It was some kind of giant, like, coral like fleshy coral monster that was just, it was like an intestinal tract inside or something, and they sent people in, or somebody got eaten by it. And he was reading the voices of the people who got eaten and were trying to survive inside this giant thing's, like, stomach. And I didn't realize one of the characters was female because he was reading it and wasn't doing, like, an extra voice for her, so by the end I was like, oh, that character was a girl. Gotcha. No, SCP's awesome. I remember we played it on the... We played it, and I really wanted to... I feel like this segment should have been up a little further, but oh well. I didn't read it at first. I remember I played the game, and then I wanted to learn more about it, so I was gonna read it, and like I said a couple minutes ago, I don't really have time to read that much. Like, I don't make time to read, so I didn't want to read any of it, but I did want to learn more about it, and I found a channel called East Side Show where the guy actually reads the SCP articles, like, word for word off the webpage, so I listen to him pretty frequently. I just open up a playlist on his channel and just listen to a bunch of SCP readings. Hey, Otterhead, what's up? We're on the coloring phase. Our green dragon monster baby. Slightly greener than his actual counterpart, but I'm gonna brightness and contrast him a little bit, though. I'm not satisfied with the colors. Less bright, a little more contrast. Matt, get off my keyboard. Yeah, he's gonna look way better shaded, because right now he's very, very flat. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of that shading in there. Start with the fading. Boop. A little less bright. Select up all those extra lines. Discussing our favorite SCPs of all things. That was another random topic for the Rayquaza drawing. Also, layer masks are the best thing ever, so if you don't use those, you're wrong. That helps a little bit. What was the tomatoes? Remind me? I don't know if I read that one, or listened to that one. If I can get the SCP game working again, I definitely want to revisit that. The game kept crashing every time I tried to go in and meet the supercomputer. And I don't know if you technically had to do that, but that was I couldn't get in because it kept crashing, and I didn't feel like looking for a solution. Oh, that's right. I remember that one. That one, yeah, that one's a good one. Not overlay. Multiply, please. Terrible color. Okay. Yeah, I've been really enjoying SCP. I don't know what I want to do for the background on this one, because that'll affect my colors I choose for that. This is what happened when I did, Deptos, too. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Good hack. Very good hack. I am pleased. God, it's so cute. Props to whoever did this. I like it. Do, like... Oh, or space background. Voices. First thing I do want to do, though. A little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. I could do a small deoxys. Let's feel. Oh yeah, this would be cool. Yeah, let's do that. Don't save the image. Stop that. Copy the image. Colors from it. Get space. There you go. I'll do that. Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that, like that. Make my smudges a little bit bigger. Or like that. A little more room for the messy, though. fantasy streaks need a little more space. Space! Space! I gotta throw Space Core in there too. Can't have space without Space Core. More object. 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 This. Alright, one more time with the black smooch. God. Peter, it's okay. Oh, I wanted to do that with the eraser. Didn't grab it properly. Speaking of Space Core, I'm gonna say this until we actually end up doing it. Speaking of Space Core, you and I gotta play Portal 2. Because I keep wanting to do Portal 2, and then I keep forgetting about it. Because I've already technically played it. Doug's gonna be my first guest star. Maybe. Unless my sister beats you to it. Require her to actually, like, exist on the face of the planet at some point in time. Because right now she has disappeared from all reality, and I don't know where she is. Probably late night weekend, yeah. Some weekends, some days on the weekend I work, like, example, I work, you know, like, 8 to 2, but other days I work, like, 2 to 10, you know? So I'll make time for you on a weekend, for sure. More space. Yeah, no, we'll definitely do it on a weekend, so it's easy for you. No worries. I want to start doing more stuff on the weekends anyway. I know it's a lot easier for you guys to come and do things on the weekends, so I'm going to try to make time, like, late nights on the weekends. I don't want the background to take up more space than the Rayquaza does. That's what I'm trying to do here, by the way. I'm trying to make sure that the background is not overshadowing Rayquaza at all. Of course, the green loop dragon is much more important. Taps on the button by accident. Down a little bit, because I want a little more black. Alright. Now let's make it look like space. Space, 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 space. Space, space, space. Space, space, space. Space. Space, space. Space, space. Bigger space. 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 Is that annoying it? Have I sufficiently annoyed you? Reduce that just a smidgen. I think I need to go all the way down just enough. Bars at the bottom. Oh, not there. Not on that layer. On this layer. All space. 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 Thank you. Space. Oh, jeez. Shooting star space. Hey, you want to not have a shooting star? Thanks. As cool as that looked. No, thank you. Space. 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 Oh. Fudge. Okay. Space. 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 I'll keep doing it then. Space. 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 Gotta put all that space. Fill in all the space with more space. Just when you think there's enough space, more space. Got to put some space up here. Not enough space. Too little space. Too little time. This is sufficient space. I love doing stars. Stars are so much fun. Beautiful. They're not all perfectly circular, but I don't actually care that much, so. And now to make him blend in with the space. Now the question is, in space, technically, should his tail be fading to black or fading to white? I think it's technically to black, isn't it? Like, what do things look like when they fade into the distance in space? Looks like they've... Oh, that's technically the light. Let's look up a satellite. Stars are so much fun, because they're so easy to do, and they're so easy to make look good. These things don't really seem to blend into the background in space. Sounds like it should be black. Atmospheric perspective in outer. Came to learn that the reason objects further in space appear lighter is because of friction in the air. The atmosphere isn't completely transparent, even when it looks like it. Oh, yes? I guess atmospheric perspective isn't really a thing, and I hate when people do cities like this, by the way. I hate when people put the dark cities in the background, because they should be the lighter ones because they're in the distance. But, like, they should look like this. Cities should be dark in the front and light in the back, but... I guess there really is an atmospheric perspective in space, so we're just gonna leave it dark. He definitely needs something to fade him into the back. I just don't know if it needs to be white or not. Let's do white for right now. And I'll just continue fading, and then we'll change it if it looks bad. Going on, computer, calm down. This shading technique, by the way, is a great one for when you have to do stuff like this, where they should be like more in the dark, because it gives you enough to start with. It makes you start with a sufficient amount of shadows because you're technically erasing the highlights out. I remember in college I had a classmate who did like one of his pieces for a project was of like a spacecraft, and I got into an argument with one of the teachers about the atmospheric perspective of space, because I didn't think there was atmospheric perspective in space, and I just now confirmed it, but like I didn't think there was, and he thought there should be, and he thought the atmospheric perspective in space would be white, and I said if anything it would be black. Now I know. Actually, technically nothing should be casting a shadow. Nothing of his body should be casting a shadow, because I kind of wanted him to be able to not really be looping over himself all that much. I like the way his face came out. I'm actually really pleased with the way his face came out. Like, all things considered. I was really worried, like, sometimes I lose, like, it sounds really stupid to say, but sometimes I lose my style a little bit when I draw stuff that isn't mine. Like, well, especially when I draw Pokemon. Like, sometimes when I draw Pokemon, I'm afraid I'm going to draw them too close to what they actually look like. And so when this kind of thing happens, I get really excited. And I'm like, yeah, I don't suck. Like, I'm actually a pretty decent copycat of, like, drawing style. I'm not great, but, like, if the drawing style is similar, I'm pretty decent at mimicking it. Like, actual technique of, like, painting and stuff I can't do, but I can convert most things into line. I think very well in line. So when his face came out like this, that was really cool. That's what I'm saying. Does anybody, this is gonna sound really random because I wasn't talking about it for a while, but does anybody know of any, like, SCP Containment Breach type games? I've really been, like, angry to play something like that. Even if it's, like, a shitty indie horror game, like, or a good indie horror game. A good indie horror game would be good, too. Music. Have to be Pokemon. Sub video game wrong. What video game music's for? Oh, that's based on the Alien series, right? don't know, I've just kind of been wanting to play like a spooky, like exploration type game, like not like a strategy game. I know FNAF is technically a horror game, but it's not like an adventure game. Yep. Time management, not really into that kind of thing. Just because I figure somebody would probably try to mention it. It's funny, horror games aren't even really normally my thing, but I've just kind of been, like, thinking about it, you know? Ooh. Yeah, Resident Evil 7 came out. That... Been watching somebody on YouTube play that. That seems a little outside my comfort zone. That's a little too graphic, I think. Okay to watch it, but like I like watching it, but I like watching it because I can look away. If I were playing it, I wouldn't be able to do that. Kind of a wuss. I like the creepy, like atmospheric. Oops. Oh yeah, it looks awesome. I've been watching RPG Minx play it. It's a good game. I like the story and like the. I actually don't even like. I don't even like. It's not even that I dislike the gore. It's that I know that if I played it for myself, I would have to look away from the gore. I can't do. I have trouble with that. It has to be like a really specific, like, presentation. Be done in a really specific way, and some of the stuff that I've seen so far from that game is a little much for me to like want to play it. You know, like just I think it looks really good, and I think it looks like a really good, decent quality game. You know, it looks like, and from what, you know, her commentary said, it's very similar to like a classic Resident Evil, so like that's really cool. I just think it's not gonna be my thing. I want more like, that creepy, like, I want more like a creepy, just like a little bit lighter vibe of like a SCP type of deal. Yeah, I feel you, Otterhead. I don't know why I want to play something like that, because it's not usually my thing just in general, but I've been hankering for it. I've been listening to a lot of, I think it's just because I've been listening to a lot of SCP things lately. I've just really wanted to play SCP again, but I know it's just gonna crash when I get to the computer. When I get to the supercomputer guy, the SCP that's the supercomputer, I know it's gonna crash trying to go through the door. I don't even want to try to pick it up again because I know I'm just going to get stuck at that spot. You guys think of anything that is kind of like SCP-esque? Let me know, because you want very much. Yeah, I played that game several months ago, so whatever was wrong has to be fixed, but I don't know. I don't even know what causes that, to be honest. Because I had all my files set up the way they, like, suggested, you know, like they said, you know, put the game file in, make sure the executable's in with the game file, so I made sure I didn't put the executable on the desktop, you know, I didn't make a shortcut or anything, I launch right from the executable like they suggest, you know, I went through everything, like all the tutorials and stuff on how to fix the crashes, and I still can't get past that point. We only got it, I don't even remember how we got past it the first time to get the bad ending. And actually, at this point, I don't even remember how you get the good ending, so... I think if we ever did SCP again, I'd have to have you guys help me get to the good ending, since we already did the bad ending. I love this this song. I love this game. Game phenomenal. This might be one of my favorite Zelda games. We got the ending where you get outside and you go into that little building and then they drop a nuke on the plant. Or they drop a nuke on the facility and then you die. Oh no, maybe we did get the good ending then, because there was also an ending where you go outside and you get shot by the helicopter. Isn't there? Or is that part of that ending? I don't actually remember anymore. That was a while ago that we did that. And if you got past the helicopter, then you survived. You got... Stanley Parable is very similar too, yeah. Similar, like, feel to the game. That's right, you could disable the nukes. I don't remember if I disabled the nukes or not. I must have. I don't see why I wouldn't have. I remember finding them. I also remember trapping, that one SCP that, makes you teleport. Or takes you to his alternate dimension. I remember we disabled him. That was... if I remember doing that. I think one of you guys walked me through that, too. Radical Larry, that's right. That was his name. Radical Larry. You know what SCP I thought was really interesting that was in that game? I don't know what its designated number is, but I know that the article calls it the flesh that hates. The ones that are in that one room, they repeat whatever the last words of their last victim were to like lure you in. Those are cool. I like how the article for those. I should that one. Yeah, 610. 10? Or was this a different one? No, maybe it wasn't. The Flesh That Hates was a different one. The voices? Yeah, I think the Flesh That Hates is different. 39 was it? Yeah, this one. 939. I guess this one didn't have a fancy code name. Yeah, this one's cool because they actually they tell you up here that yeah, here. Following the incident, ABCA 14939-3, all non-Class D personnel interacting with SCP-939 for any length of time are required to wear 2 waterproof electronic pulse monitors for the duration of such interaction. I thought that was really interesting because it's so they know that if they hear your voice and your pulse monitor isn't on, they know it's the SCP trying to trick you. And I thought that was so cool. Like obviously the personnel know what's best, and they've obviously that's their job to know. But I just thought it was cool that that's how they monitor this SCP that can mimic voices. Is that if you get killed by them, they'll know because your pulse is gone. The unkillable monster is pretty cool too. The thing that's cool about the unkillable monster is there's a lot of I noticed, especially on Eastside Show's page on his YouTube, a lot of the comments. You'll like listen to an SCP and then you'll check the comment section, and a lot of people in the comment section are like, I wonder if this one can kill 682." You know, like you'll listen to like another Keter one and they're like, I wonder what happened if you put 682 inside that one. Like a lot of people like want to know what happens. I think there was one where it was like she was like a witch girl, and everybody was like, I wonder if the witch girl could kill the unkillable monster. Like everybody wants to know how do you kill the unkillable? I don't actually remember now that I've mixed up the names though. I actually don't remember which one the Flesh That Hates was. And the article looked really long, so I'm not going to look through it, but I actually don't remember anything about that one now. I don't know why I mixed up those names. I think maybe on Eastside Show's, maybe on his playlist, they're like right next to each other and I just mixed them up. I don't know why I'm talking about SCP during the art stream. I don't know why I'm so into SCP at the moment. I haven't even really been thinking about it all that much. I was just listening to it the other night and thought of it. And now I'm talking about it. This is what the brain wants right now. Apparently we do whatever the brain wants here. Yeah, quiz. Yeah. I'll try to get this done by 10 o'clock, if not, I don't really plans. Gonna do, do Emerald. Or if Coconut showed up, I was gonna check out a little more of his game, but I'm not really interested in doing it when he's, so. Probably do, probably just try Emerald again after this, but right now, Rayquaza. I finished tonight. A little bit deeper. I also want to play more. I have like a laundry list of things I want to do. Like I want to do more Slime Rancher. I want to try Subnautica again because I got annoyed the last time we played, so I didn't want to play it anymore. But now I want to play it again. Subnautica is gonna be when we do that again. That's gonna be one where I'm gonna have to test before we play because I am not getting back into that game and going halfway through a stream and then finding out that my save file is like fucked or something. I'm gonna have to test ahead of time and just make sure everything is hunky-dory. I have not read that one. That one sounds terrifying and awesome. Because I'm sure so many people have died at the SCP Foundation. Lagging. I also like all the lists of like things. What was the doctor's name? The things that the one doctor is not allowed to do. That one cracks me up. It's not even an SCP. It's just a list of things one of the researchers isn't allowed to do, and it's just funny to me. Tablet, I'm gonna need you to just hang on for another like 20 minutes, okay? That's all I need is like 20 more minutes. That'd be pretty wild if it was just like a random person though. Like, it'd be pretty interesting. The fact that it's like a single person makes it a little less freaky to me, actually. If it had been like any dead personnel, then that would have been a little scarier, but I guess not, so. Blue is not nearly bright enough, and it bothers me. That, and then do some highlights, then I'm gonna try to shade out, like, you know, fade in the shadows a little bit, and then, where we are. I don't know why this one took me so much longer than some of the other ones. Like, I did Lugia all in one night, but this one is a while. Yeah, 3-parter. It's pretty complicated. This is one of the more complicated Pokemon I've picked. Even Lugia, for as big as he is, wasn't all that complicated, design-wise. Oh, he looks cool with the shadow, with the highlight on him. Yeah, take a drink of water. For a moment. Thank you, Glory. I'm pretty excited about him. I think he's turning out awesome. I'm glad you think so too. Gotta finish that little doodle of Vex I was working on too. I never finished that. I actually didn't expect, I wasn't intending for that to get too complicated, and then I just could not get her face right, and I ended up just drawing. So, whoops. Thank you. Space Dragon. go. Just get a couple more highlights in there. Boop-a-doop. I listened to a really interesting one last night that was about the SCP was like a whole pack of like predator animals like coyotes and wolves and stuff. And then their leader was a coyote wearing a suit. And basically he would come into a town, and he would surround the town with his pack and then drain all the water from the town. And you basically had to trade him items or like tell him stories and stuff to and then he would give you water in exchange, and then he'd stay for a couple days, collect a bunch of stuff, and then leave. And if he didn't like your gift, he would turn you into a member of his pack, and you basically became a predator animal SCP. And then a researcher gives him something, and then when the SCP tries to give him water, he says, actually, no, I don't want water, I want to learn more about you, can you answer some questions? And the SCP kind of like, enjoys answering his questions, and then leaves. But it was I thought it was kind of interesting, it was kind of cool. I don't know, that one was kind of interesting to me. I don't remember which SCP that was, though. I don't remember what the number was. I'm really bad with the numbers. Go ahead and put some gradients on here. I don't know, Dragon Anatomy's hard. Dang it. Problem with working with. That, and then a little that, and there. I was actually thinking, that was for a long time, but I actually just now thought of it. Whenever I get around to, writing down the information for my next species sheet. I thought it might be cool to do all the art on stream. I can't do the writing on stream, but it might be fun to do like some of the drawings and stuff on stream. You guys can see my process of working on those big ginormous character sheets a little bit, assuming my computer would even let it run. There he is, big dragon man. Alright. That would be cool. Do like a group draw, that'd be... Actually, I would love that. That'd be awesome. Maybe we could do like a world building stream one night. And you and I could hop in a call and just, world build together. Maybe we could get one of those, Isn't there one of those streaming sites where you can with somebody? Hi, welcome back. I didn't realize you were gone. Yeah, maybe we could use one of those. Good. World build art together. Sure, there has to be a way to stream that into Twitch then. I want to do some of it on Twitch, but... I guess I don't have to use Twitch, though. WV times PM? What is that? What's that from? What is WM? Who are they? I don't know why I said times, because I know what the X means, and I said times anyway. Actually, I would argue that the worst ship is the Titanic. Yeah. Titanic, the story of how not to build a ship. A legend. Definitely not a real thing that happened. I'm not trying to clone, please. I ship so many characters. Problem. Although surprisingly, I tend to ship a lot of characters that were already shipped in the show, so. Well. I didn't think I would like color burn, but that actually looks pretty cool. Space nerd. Oh jeez. Not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. On too soft light. Much. Oh, hard light. Good. Better. Okay. Turn off. Yeah. I'm really a big fan of layer effects, if you can't tell. I just don't want to use too many. And a little less. Pretty much right on time, too. Let me go with this guy. I'll put that on that. I just had a moment where I was like, I really hope I've been using the right signature brush. Save our doodles. Keep defaulting to that folder, Jesus. Save that, Ray. Folder. Up. Inside the folder. There we go. Thank you. Favorite ships at the moment include Ruby and Sapphire from Steven Universe, and that's about it. I just watching a lot of them. They're adorable. Here's the part when you wait a few seconds for the picture to show back up because my computer has no idea what to do with that many layers. Now we're going to force it to painfully save. One more thing I want to try. See what happens. I'm not gonna lie, the beginning's really boring. The first couple episodes are a little hard to get through. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect show, because it isn't. I enjoy it quite a bit. I'm gonna leave that brightness and contrast on there. Alright. I'm gonna call him done. I can't say I blame you. That's what Undertale did to me. I didn't want to watch it or I didn't want to play it because everybody went crazy. Beautiful. That was good words I almost used there. Proud. I am proud of myself. I did good. Good. Ping. Always save as ping. JPEG is inferior. I put it on the interwebs. Saxon Studio, please get out of here. Pokemon folder. I'm gonna do more of those Whooper variants too. Rayquaza, it's an R. The only one I've done so far that I'm not crazy happy about was Zapdos. Zapdos I felt was probably the weakest one of the ones I've done so far, but I'm still happy with it, so that's something. I'm gonna write out a little blurb right here. Because I am Tumblr trash. I liked the feathery look, I just think the pose could have been better. But I didn't want to go with like the classic Zapdos pose, because everybody draws Zapdos like that, so it didn't turn out quite as I had hoped, but I think it was alright. Zygarde's not a space turd. Rayquaza. Space Dragon. Pokemon. Called. Fire. Ruby. Yeah, Ruby. I forgot about the Deoxys, sorry. I kind of like it just as is. I think if I had done like a real background, I probably would have put it in there. Okay. And now, time for more Rayquaza nonsense. I'm gonna, I don't think I need to pause the stream. I'm gonna switch over to, I guess I'll switch over to Emerald for a little bit. Oh, Coconut's here. Hey, what's up?